Hello everyone, my name is Heather and welcome to my channel Bookables. I'm holding up a big old box today because we're here to do an unhaul. I like to do one of these every year because, quite frankly, I'm trying to be more of a minimalist, and that's sometimes successful, sometimes not, but sometimes I have to get rid of books. I have one shelf now. I don't even film that much in this setup anymore because it takes forever to set it up. But either way, I have some books here. I have stacks. I've organized them. I have ones that I read from that I do not want to keep. I have some I've gotten from publishers, mostly young adult books that I don't read young adult anymore, so I'd rather they go somewhere else. And then I have some that I have not read that I just have a feeling that I'm not going to read. If you're wondering where these are going, I always donate my books to a local children's hospital store where all the proceeds from that shop go directly to the children's hospitals. Both my children have been to it for various appointments. My son had a surgery through there. Totally okay. My brother went to this hospital when he was younger because he had cancer. He's totally fine. But either way, it's a great children's hospital, and any way I can help benefit them would be great. And plus, maybe somebody will love these books when I didn't. You know what I'm saying? You know, just to get to the disclaimer out of there, because some people are like, why would you unhaul books? You know, you can't fit all your books. That's all I gotta say. So let's start off with books I've read that I just don't want anymore. A lot of these I have saved particularly for my least favorite books of the year. Hide by Kirsten White, a thriller that I loathed. I did not like it. The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley, another thriller I did not like. Just, no, it's going in the box. Let's see. The Family Game by Catherine Steadman, a thriller that I really wanted to like. I didn't loathe it, but I didn't love it enough to keep it on my shelf, you know? When I look at my shelf, I want to see books that I love, not books that I'm like, you know? As Seen on TV by Meredith Shore, another one of my least favorite books this year. Did not enjoy it at all. Somebody will be happy to find this probably. Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I finally read it last year. Didn't get the hype. That's all I'm going to say about it. The Midnight Library of Matt Haig, again, another book that had a lot of hype. I didn't get it. This one's very controversial. A lot of people love this book. Like when I mentioned this in books that I didn't really enjoy a lot of people were like, I love this book. And I'm like, that's great. I didn't love it. And I have a stack of cozy mysteries that I read. And I did enjoy all these, but I just don't think I'm going to reread them. A Darkest Story Murder by Julia Buckley. I actually might gift these to my sister-in-law, honestly. In the Company of Witches by Laura Lee Wallace, and then Death in Castle Dark by Veronica Bond. I think I've learned that I enjoy an occasional cozy mystery. I don't think I need to keep a whole bunch of them, so I'd rather them go to somebody that will enjoy them and reread them. I've read The Fastest Way to Fall by Denise Williams. I've read another book by her that I love that I'm definitely keeping. This one I didn't love as much, so I have a lot of romance on my shelf, so I'm trying to be a little bit more picky. The Summer Turned Pretty series that a publisher sent me. I have read all of these, but I'm being very, very selective about the YA books I keep. And these are beautiful copies that I know somebody would love. I do love the series, and I have watched the adaptation. It's really cute. I just don't, I think, want to own them. So there's that. And then the last two books I've read that I did not really enjoy that much. Just Like Home by Sarah Gailey, a horror book that I read last year. Had really hoped for. It was just kind of okay. So there you go. And the last one I've read that I'm getting rid of is Well Traveled by Jen DeLuca. The fourth book in her Well Met series. This one, again, not that good. It was just kind of okay. I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the YA stack, because I just don't read a lot of YA ones. I believe the first one is middle grade. The Spirit Queen by Arnaiz Flores. Looks great. I might actually give this to my nieces and nephews because they're in the middle grade age. Then I have You Must Not Miss by Katrina Leno. I bought this years ago, and I just realized I'm just not going to read it. I really am not. I don't read a lot of young adult books, like maybe 5 at the most a year. So I don't know. It's hard. I'm just trying to be realistic, honestly. With or Without You by Emily Wibberley and Asasima Broca. I've just learned I'm just kind of over YA contemporary. It's just how it is. It's okay. That's just how I am now. I'm actually preferring their adult books, so that's fun. But this one, I just don't think I'll get to. Much like This Is Our Story by Ashley Elston. This is a YA thriller. I just don't think, I don't know why I'm keep preferencing this, but it's just what it is. Another YA fantasy, Mysteries of Thorn Manor by Margaret Rogerson. I tried reading one of her books, couldn't get into it. Last Violent Call by Chloe Gong. Just probably won't read it. I might read, but I have a arc of it on Kindle. Yeah, that's what I A Wilderness Stars by Shay Earnshaw. If I do want to buy this, I'm going to buy a finished copy. A YA Christmas one, Talk Santa to Me by Linda Urban. Looks cute, just don't think I'll read it. One that I believe is coming out, yeah, it's not even out yet. Delicious Monsters by LaSalle Sandbury. It looks really, really cool. I just don't read YA fantasy anymore. I just really don't. Much like Bloodmark by Tracy Dion. This is a sequel to Legendborn. I wanted to read it, just didn't get to it. This is one, Forest Hills Bootleg Society. It's a YA graphic novel. It looks really fun. I don't know. Don't think I'll read it. And much like Ain't Burned All the Bright by Jason Reynolds. These two, I don't know. I have a feeling I might keep them to read them because they're both graphic novels, which means to be super fast to read. And the last deck I have is books that I haven't read that I really don't think I will read. Drunk on Love by Jasmine Guillory. I've read a few of her books. They're just okay. I've learned that I don't love any of them, so I just don't know if I'll read any more by her. Bar by Leanne Moriarty. I've read a lot of her books, like the majority of them. And I was really excited for this one to come out, and the reviews were less than stellar. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to read it. Much like A Slow Fire Burning by Paula Hawkins. She wrote Girl on the Train, which I really enjoyed. But then this came out. I tried reading it, couldn't get into it. So I'm just learning now as I'm getting older, especially with having 2 kids, that if I'm not feeling a book, I'm not going to push it because I don't have time. I literally don't have time. I know that sounds really stupid, but it's just how it is. The No Show by Beth O'Leary. Another one I started, but then I realized that it was going to be much more intense and really, what am I thinking? Thought-provoking and sad. And I just wasn't in the right mind frame for it. So I just, there you go. Some romances. Another one, Love in the Time of Serial Killers, which looks great. I started reading it, couldn't finish it because it's all about a parent passing. And I'm dealing not with a parent passing right now, but being a caregiver. And it's hard for me to read about. I'm currently reading a book about it right now, and it's really hard for me to read about. So I was like, I don't know. Lucy on the Wild Side by Carrie Ray. I just don't think I'm going to get to. Also, Joanne Porter's Not Sorry by Sarah Reed. Another one I don't think I'm going to get to. And then the last book is Book of Night by Holly Black. I have not seen a good review on this book yet. It's her adult fantasy debut, and I just haven't seen a good review. So I'm just like, I'm going to trust everybody's opinion. So there you have it. I put these boxes. Oh my gosh, I can't pick up this box. Either way, those are all the books I'm getting rid of. It's a lot. Like, it's a good way to cleanse. I try to be just realistic. That's my main goal. Oh, I forgot about some other ones. Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard. I bought this book, and it's a heavy, beautiful book. But I did not enjoy it, so I'm not going to read it. So this box is full. Like, I did not stack this good enough at all. But either way, it's just good sometimes to do a purge because I'm trying to be minimalistic. When I look at the books on my shelves, like all these books you see behind me, I have read. Like the only books I have not read, I keep on this cart right here. So when I look at the shelf, I want to be happy. I don't want to be like, that book was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I want to be wanting to pick it up, and I'm just trying to be more pragmatic. So there you have all the books I'm unhauling. It's a lot. I'll probably do another haul in the middle of the year because that's just how I roll. But somebody will love these books, and I hope they do. You know, it's just not me right now, and that's okay. It's okay to say that. As always, thank you for watching. If you hated this, I'm sorry. I still think you're great. I'm sorry. But I'll see you in the next video. Bye.